we were going through the Prabhada Prarthanaha, Utthanam Karadarshanam Pratah Smaranam, Bhudevi Namaskara Snana Samayam Tarpanam, Guru Parampara Smaranam. That which we have seen. So, our Guru Parampara is not just started yesterday or 100 years back, not even 2000 years back. This is something from the beginning of time. Narayanam Padmabhuvam Vasishtham Shaktin Jatat Putra Parasharam Cha Vyasam Sukam Gaudapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Madha Asya Shishyam Sri Shankaracharyam Adha Asya Padmapadam Hastamalakam Cha Shishyam Tantrodakam Tamtodakam Vartikakaram Anyanasmad Gurun Santatamanatosmi. So, from them and Shankaracharya and then our Acharya. So this is known as Grihasta Parampara. Grihasta Parampara means started from Sriman Narayana and then Padmabhuva, like sun, Sriman Narayana, from him Padmabhuva Brahmaji appeared. From Brahmaji, Vasishtha appeared. Vasishtha's son is Shakti. His son is Parashara. Parashara's son is Vyasa. Vyasa's son is Shuka. So that much is, what is the Grihastha? Grihastha means Putra Parampara. So there is another Parampara known as the Sanyasta Parampara. That's what we every day chant. Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Padyanda. That is the Sanyasta Parampara. Bhagavan Sri Dakshinamurti, Sadashiva Dakshinamurti, Sadashiva's Shishya, Sanaka Sanandana Sanatana Sanat Kumara. So, four of them were great yogis, Brahma's Manasaputras. Okay, so they are pure. They are always like 5-year-old children. Looking at them, you will see that you will feel that they are just small children. That's what happened to Jaya and Vijaya. Like 4 children are going there and then telling, we want to go inside. 4 chota bachas. So they thought that is the 4 children are coming. So they blocked their path. But who are they? They are the first Srishti. From Brahmaji, the first Srishti of Brahma. From Brahma's mind, Sanakadi, Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, Sanat Kumara. 4 children. 4 children. Should not call them children, etc. They are, who are they? They only knows. They are greater than the Devatas. Okay. So Sanakadi, 4. So, Bhagavan, there is nothing to teach. Sanakadi is, they are experienced. Now, they need confirmation. They have experienced. But whether their experience is right, we also will be sitting and then we will also have different kinds of experiences. We should always check whether those experiences are according to Shastra or not. Why? Because mind cheats us. Mind will start to, show us so many things. Is it possible? Yes. Every day when we go to sleep, who is the one who is creating all that world? Mind only. Like that, when we are sitting in our meditation also, mind will show us many, many things. And mind will tell you, you are realized. Now go back. Because mind wants to go back. Mind doesn't want to die. Because if you walk this path, what will happen in the end? Mind will die. And mind doesn't want to die. So, mind will do all kinds of tricks with us. In our body plane, body level, mind level, buddhi level. Sometimes we are confused. I don't understand anything. What is the point of that? Otherwise, I understood everything. क्या है अभी? सब कुछ, तत्वबोध हो गया, सब कुछ हो गया, अभी तो क्या है, सब कुछ नहीं. Let us go. Mind is, be careful, okay? Very, very careful. Manayeva manushyanam bandhanam karanam bandha mokshayoho bandhaya vishaya saktam muktam nirvishay. Mind is the So be careful. So they have realized. Who? Sanakadi. But whether what they realized is correct or not, is this a trick of mind or not, they should know. So they went to Bhagavan Dakshinamurti. Mauna Vyakhya Prakritita Parabrahma Tattvam. What you realize is correct. That Mauna Vyakhya, with Mauna itself, Bhagavan showed with the Chinmudra, the Satyam, and they understood. So that is the next parampara. So Bhagavan Sakshal Dakshinamurti Sadashiva. And Sadashiva's Shishyas, direct Shishyas are Sanaka Sanandana Sanatana Sanat Kumar. Now they have one more brother. Many brothers are there. One brother, his name is Narada. Naram Adhyatma Vishayam Jnanam Dadati iti Naradaha. Whenever you say this word Narada, people will have a smile, very special smile on their lips, as though they are, hearing about a funny character. That's what the people think about Narada. But who is Narada? Oh, he is the highest Devarshi. Narada is Devarshi. Devascha asau Rishishcha. He is a Deva and Rishi also. Many mantras in Rigveda are by Narada. You say, Rishi, mantradrashta, not a... And he was the highest, greatest of being. He is, not was. He is always there. Narada is always there, helping his, helping devotees, always in different forms. Even he is the one who gave the books on Sangeeta to Tyagaraja Swami. Tyagaraja was presented, all that Purvika Grantha about music, etc. was given by Narada Muni. What I want to say that he's still there. It's not that somebody... Yes. So, Bhagavan Narada, after he studied many things from his father himself, from Brahmaji himself, so he wanted to go for further studies, So Brahmaji said, okay, you go to your brothers. So he went to Sanakadi. You will see that in the 7th chapter of Chandogya. Okay? So in 7th chapter of Chandogya, Narada is the Shishya and Sanakadi is the Guru. And they are here. Bhuma Vidya, Bhuma Vai Sukham, Na Alpe Sukhamasti, Bhuma Vai Sukham. All this alpa, little bit things, it's not Sukha. What is Sukha? Bhuma Vai. The Purna is Sukha. Very beautiful. Bhuma Vidya is there in the 7th chapter of Chandogya. So he went for his higher studies and then Brahma Vidya was given to him by Sanakadi. So Sanakadi he is the Shishya. So Sadashiva, Sanaka Sanandana Sanatana Sanat Kumara and then Narada Rishi. Now Narada Rishi, Bhagavan Narada is there. This Narada Bhagavan, because Vyasa, he composed Mahabharata, edited many Vedas and then collected and edited many Puranas. Still he was not happy at all. He was not feeling that fulfillment. See, when you do something, you feel, okay, ho gaya, kaam ho gaya. I'm fulfilled. That fulfillment was not coming to him. So he was thinking, what to do. So Narada himself came and gave him the Upadesha of Chatushloki Bhagavata, etc. So the essence of Bhagavata was given to Vedavyasa by Narada. Entire, Brahma Vidya. This Chatushloki Bhagavata is not some stories. It is the essence of Brahma Vidya. So that Brahma Vidya was given to Vyasa by Narada himself. So this is Shishya Parampara. And although Shuka Brahmarshi is Vyasa's Shuka, Vyasa's son, but Yeah, Shuka Brahmarshi is not interested in all that. The day he was born itself, he was started to walk away. And then the Vyasa was calling, oh Putra, no Upavidam, nothing yet, no karma has happened, but he was in mother's womb for 16 years. He doesn't want to come out, because, my God, what will happen in this? Maya will capture. So, when he came itself, he was, Purna. And then he just walked away. And putredi tanmayataya taravobhineduhu tam sarvabhuta hridayam munim anatosmi. So Vyasa was calling him, Putra, Putra, Putra. And he was not even aware of anything. He was in Brahmanubhuti, Brahmalaya. But he became one with this entire universe. So when Vyasa was calling him Putra, hey Putra, he was not answering, but the trees were answering. Why? Because he became one with everything. Taravo abhineduhu. Taru. All those trees were answering, the call of the Vedavyasa. Such great. Shuka Brahmarshi. Shuka is Brahmarshi himself. So, from Vedavyasa, Shuka Brahmarshi. And from Shuka Brahmarshi, we have seen Sakshad Gaudapada. Gaudapada was one of the greatest pre-Shankara Advaitins. Post-Shankara Advaitins, so many things are there. Academics, if you want to study, so many things are there. The Shankara Bhagavan, Acharya himself quotes many Acharyas who were in Brahma Sutra, etc., who were there before him. And among them, his Parama Guru is Gaudapadacharya. He was a great Rishi, great Muni, I cannot call him Rishi, who was the incarnation of the direct disciple of the Patanjali. Patanjali was teaching, and story if I go, then I'll just. So Patanjali was teaching the Mahabhashya, but what he did was he put a screen. And Patanjali was sitting behind the screen, and hundreds of students were sitting in front of him and then learning Mahabhashya. Mahabhashya, study today. Bhashya on? Mahabhashya is Bhashya on? Bhashya on Vyakarana Sutras. Okay, Yoga Sutra, he himself, this is Bhashya. Bhashya means commentary. Commentary on Vyakarana Sutras, Panini's Vyakarana Sutras. He was giving this, Annika, different 84 Annikas or so. He was giving. So, in between, one Shishya, he got Lagusanga. So he went for Lagusanga. So this was going on, and such a detailed Bhashya. So one of the Shishya felt, how is it possible for a person to teach like this continuously? And, such a beautiful thing. So he became very curious, and then he removed that veil. There was a veil, there was a curtain, the curtain was removed, and he saw that Adishesha Bhagavan is sitting there and teaching this. The moment the veil was removed, because of the power of Adishesha, all the Shishyas became Bhasma. All of them became Bhasma. Because there's much power, you cannot look at him. Such is his power. So that's why he put a veil. But the Shishyas are always... And then, he again resumed his Manava Rupa, and he felt very sad. He was giving such a great discourse, and now all Shishyas are gone. He felt very bad. This is the time the one who went for Lagusanga came back. And he saw that where the hundreds of Shishyas were there, only some, ashes are there. Nobody is there. What happened? Then he saw that Guru is sitting there and all this. Then Guru looked at him and asked, where were you? You should not, when the teaching is going on, we should not get up from the class and go. Those are all, wrong. Guru Ninda. Before the Guru comes, we should come when Guru is seated. Before unless the Guru is seated, we should not sit. So many etiquettes were there. And unless, without Guru's permission, we will study in Taittiriya. Hasane na prashusitavyam. When such teachers are seated, you should not even breathe. That doesn't mean that you should not breathe, but with that much Shraddha you should be seated. Now this boy went for this. Because of that he got Brahmahatya Papa. He became a Brahma Rakshasa. Because of Papa, Brahma Rakshas he became. And then she said he fell at the lotus feet of Guru and said, now you see what I should do. See, it's all happened like this. But it's Ishwarecha. Because of that, this entire Mahabharata is saved. Okay, you keep it with you. That entire thing is in his smriti. So you teach one person. When you teach one person and one person understands this, then you will regain you will go to the next life. So, making a long story short, he got a Shishya like that. The Shishya's story is also very interesting. That we'll hear another time. So that Shishya, because he wanted to learn Bhashya, so he was searching for a teacher, and then he came under this. This Brahmarakshas was sitting on a Vatavriksha, Ashwatha Vriksha, and then this Brahmarakshas asked a question to him, and he answered correctly. So he said, come, I will teach you. He took him to this thing and was teaching him entire, and there was nothing to write. So he was plucking the leaves of that Ashwatha Vriksha and writing with his own blood. Because there's no other ink. So he was, with his own blood, he wrote that Bhashya. See, whatever we are studying, these are all handed over to us by such great masters. With so much of tapas, even giving up their life. They learned all this and then giving it to us. So that's why we should have great reverence for the Shastra. Runa. Rishi Runa. So he was writing with his blood, and so many days, because of the mantra of the Brahmarakshas, he was not feeling okay. After everything was over, he said, okay, now everything Bhashya taught you. Now, but be careful. The moment you touch water, okay, all your tiredness will come back. So be careful. He came down, and this Brahmarakshasa, he got mukti from that sharira, and then he was reincarnated as Gaudapadacharya. Okay, so that's how this is the story. Okay, Gaudapadacharya was actually that Mahatjnani. By birth itself, he knew everything, and then he learned Vedanta, and he became a great master. And then he might have written many things, but what we have now with us is his Kaidikas on Mandukya. Mandukya Kaidika. Great text. And Bhagavan Adi Sankara has written commentary for that. Gaudapadaka. So, that Gaudapadacharya is Gaudapadam Mahantam. And that Shishya who learned from him, there's a big story. Okay? That Shishya, after that life, he was the father of Vikramaditya, Bhatti, Bhadaruchi, and what is that? Bhavabhuti. So he was, anyhow, that's another story. So after that life, he became, say, Govinda Bhagavad Pada. Anyhow, so these are all Vamuri. Okay, these are all our history. How we know all this? Only by our tradition. Okay, you see, take a history book, etc. This will not be there, but this is how these are all the, what you call, Aitihya, which is passed on to us. So, Govinda Yogindram, Atha Asya Shishyam Sri Shankaracharyam, Asya Padmapadam, Hastamalakam, Totakam, Vartikakaram. So, we do Namaskara to all of them. Okay? Now, Santatam Anataha. Anataha means Asamandat Nataha. Our mind, we do prostrations to them with our mind, with our words, with our body. Anataha samantat nataha asmi. Now, next one is actually a sloka composed by Bhagavan Shankaracharya himself before his Taittiriya Bhashya. Okay, next verse is a sloka by Bhagavan Adi Sankaracharya himself. Ya ime gurubhif purvam padavakya pramanatah vyakhyata sarva vedantah tebhyo nityam namo namaha. Ya ime gurubhif purvam padavakya pramanatah vyakhyata sarva vedantah tebhyo nityam namo namaha. Together. Ya ime gurubhih purvam padavakya pramanatah vyakhyata sarva vedanta tebhyo nityam namo namaha. Nityam namo namaha. Who is telling? Acharya himself. I prostrate to them nityam, always. My prostrations to them always. Nityam namo namaha. To whom? Gurubhi. Prostrations to my teachers. Not one teacher, you see? Not one teacher. See, the teacher who is in front of you is not a person. He is the embodiment of entire Parampara. So when we are doing pranama to our teacher, our Acharya, we are not doing pranam, namaskara to a teacher who is in front of us. We are doing pranama to the entire Parampara. So, I prostrate to all my gurus. Namo namaha, nityam. Again and again and again, I prostrate to them. Why? Says, vyakhyataha. They are so kind. They explained. Vyakhyataha. Now, how vyakhyanas we studied today? No? Padarthoktihi, vigraha, vakya yojana, vyakhyanam. No? Panjalakshanam. So, the entire Shastra is explained to me by my teachers. Vyakhyataha. So, what? What are they explained to us, to me? Sarva Vedanta. Sarva Vedanta, all Vedantas. Vedanamantaha, Sarabhutaha, Arthaha, Vedantaha, Upanishad. Vedanto nama Upanishad Pramanam Vakyam. So what is Vedanta? Upanishad Pramana, Tadubayogini, and all that literature which actually support it. So Vedanto nama, what is the main Vedanta? Nama Vedanamandaha Sarabhutarthaha Upanishad. But not only Upanishad, all those texts. Tadubayogini, Sharirika Sutradini cha. So, all that Vedantic literature which is composed and then explained to all those gurus' prostrations. Again and again and Sada Nityam Namo Namaha Sarva Vedantaha Vyakhyataha Tebhyaha Nityam Namo Namaha. To them, my prostrations again and again and again. How the Vyakhyana is done? Not that whatever they think, whatever they feel. No, very systematically. Vyakhyana should be not that whatever comes to our mind we go on telling. No, should be very systematically. How Vyakhyana should be said? Says, Pada Vakya Pramanataha. Vyakhyana, if you want to explain a Shastra, it should be Pada Vakya Pramanataha. With the help of Pada, Vakya and Pramana. Each and every word is explained. Each sentence, all the intricacies of the sentence, all the inner meanings of the sentence are explained. All the logics are explained. And pramana, how this can be proven, how this can be experienced, what is the pramana for this? That's also so, pada vakya pramanadaha, using vyakarana, using nyaya, using mimamsa shastra. Great teachers now explain the entire Vedanta for me and for the entire this universe. So compassionate, giving up their life, giving up their all comforts. After experiencing this truth, they explained in a very logical manner. Shruti, yukti, anubhavataha. With Shruti, Pramana, Yukti with logic, and Anubhava, direct experience. Vedanta is not a Shastra which is built upon some kind of theories and you disprove one theory, everything will collapse. No. This is something which is Shruti, Yukti, Anubhava. This is the direct experience of thousands of people. Not just some. This is something which is very backed by the Shruti. Shruti, direct, revealed knowledge. Yukti, proper, logic. And also Anubhava. Ye ime gurubhihi purvam. So, Bhagavan, please, sometimes the modern, they say that, who is Shankaracharya? Shankaracharya is the founder of Advaita Vedanta. No. Shankaracharya never ever says that I am the founder. He says, ye ime gurubhi purvam. Much before this entire Vedantas are vyakhyata. What Bhagavan did was, Bhagavan brought it back to the stream of thinking. It was all gone. Gone in the sense, only pockets, only few people knew this. Bauddha, because when the Bauddha Mata became very, very strong, the political power, the kings also taken in the side of the Buddhism and Jainism, and it became into a Nastikavada, and the entire Vaidika culture was, as though covered up with this. And then afterwards, when slowly when Sanatana Dharma came back with the Purvamimamsa. Purvamimamsakas, they came back with Shruti and then opposing all this, these vadas of Buddha and re-established Dharma, Sanatana Dharma. But Purvamimamsa means yaga, yajna, etc., etc. And then Bharata was, became so many. Each place they had their own philosophies, their own way of, explanations. And mata, so many matas. And fighting each other. And then Bhagavan came to reunite. How can you reunite? Only through Advaita. All other Vada, they say, oh, mine. See, when you say that my God is great, then you say your God is great. He say his God is great. And I understand that all God, what you could say, they're all Nama Rupa. Yam Vaidika Mantra Drisha Purana Indram Yamam Matarishwanamahu. No, the same truth, Vaidikaha, the Vedic people, they call Indra, Yama, Matarishwa, etc., etc. No? So the same truth was called as Vishnu, Yam, Vaishnava, Vishnuri Vistustudandi, Shaivaha, Shiva Idistudandi. No? Then each Kaumara, Kumara, Swami, Mateti, Piteti, Bhaktya, some say he is the Lord, some say he is the Father in the heavens, some say Guru. Okay. These are all Sa Eka Eva Prabhu Advitiya. You may call him different names, but please understand that all those names and forms are of the one true nature. This is Advaita. Where Advaita is the only platform where unity and diversity can exist. Diversity is allowed because you cannot say that, this should be called only as glass. You can call, but thing is one. You can call different names. No problem. So, this is only possible when there's Advaita Chinta is there. All others, when we say Dvaita, there are two things. Then the two things, Onnaya Ninne Randa. When we say two, then. So, Ye ime Gurubhi. So, what Bhagavan Adi Sankaracharya, what was the contribution of Shankaracharya? Bhagavan Adi Sankaracharya, what he heard from Gurus, he wrote proper commentaries for the Upanishads and then Bhagavad Gita and Brahma Sutras and brought it back to the Sanatana Dharma and then re-established these Vaidika thoughts back. He is not the starter or beginner or establisher of anything. He never says that. That's his power. He says, this is not my thinking. This is what? Ye ime gurubhi purvam padavakya pramanataha vyakhyataha. I'm not telling anything new. Whatever I am telling is according to the Shruti, Yukti and Anubhava of my teachers. So, ye ime gurubhi purvam padavakya pramanataha vyakhyata sarva vedantaha. All Vedantas are explained by my Guru, prostrations to them. This is a sloka composed by Bhagavan Adi Sankaracharya himself as the introduction of one of his masterpiece. That is Taittiriya Bhashya. For this Taittiriya Bhashya, Sureshwaracharya wrote Vartika. So understand that the Taittiriya is a very strong pillar for the school of Advaita Vedanta. When you study, you will see there are many things which are explained in the Taittiriya Upanishad, established in Taittiriya Upanishad. Advaita Vedanta is clearly established. The doctrines of Advaita Vedanta. In many other Upanishads, Bhagavan, many places he doesn't go for a very deep discussions, etc. Philosophical discussions. But in Taittiriya Upanishad, you say Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma. For that, his masterpiece, that Bhashya of Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma of Taittiriya Upanishad is his masterpiece. How? What a yukti, what a intelligence, the play of buddhi. Can see there. He has established. Nobody can actually refute it. Although many acharyas came afterwards and then they preached their own philosophies, Taittiriya Bhashya cannot be. They tried to do something on Brahma Sutra, but Taittiriya Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma, he still stands that nobody can touch it. It's like Mahameru. So powerful. So, Ye ime gurubhi purvam padavakya pramanataha vyakhyata sarva vedantaha tebhyo nityam namo namaha. I prostrate to them again and again and again. This you can see even when you study Gaudapadacharya Bhashya, everywhere. You first do namaskara to the gurus. Because this is not something he is telling. This is something which is passed on from Sadashiva himself. This knowledge. So, that is why. Now, next one is actually a Vaidika Namaskara. So, shall we chant once more? Ya ime? Om ya ime gurubhih purvam pada vakya pramanataha vyakhyata sarva vedantaha tebhyo nityam namo namaha. I prostrate to my gurus who explained the entire Vedanta through word, logic and pramanas. So I prostrate to them who made it very clear and established. So we also, every day, we are sitting and before we start our, we remember all those gurus. Now next is a Namaskara, Vaidika Namaskara. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartribhyo Vamsharishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartribhyo Vamsharshibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah Sarvopaplavarahitah Prajnanaghanah Pratyagartho Brahmaivahamasmi Sarvopaplavarahitah Prajnanaghanah Pratyagartho Brahmaivahamasmi. Together. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartribhyo Vamsharshibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah Sarvopaplavarahitah Prajnanaghanah Pratyagartho Brahmaivahamasmi. Namo Gurubhyah. Prostrations to all the teachers, all my gurus. Who are they? Starting from Brahmadi. Starting from Sakshal Brahmaji. Okay? When you read the Upanishad, you will see how the Jnana Parampara starts from Brahmaji. Okay? Brahmadibhyo. Brahmadibhya means all those teachers. Starting from Sakshal Brahmaji. Prostrations. Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartribhyah. Prostrations to all those teachers who are Sampradaya Kartribhyah. Who have, shown a path, a Sampradaya, a system of Brahma Vidya. Prostrations to all those teachers who established a Sampradaya, a tradition of Vedanta, Brahma Vidya. So, Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartribhya. Bhagavan very strongly said, Asampradaya vit Sarvashastra Parangadopi Murkhavatyajya. Very strong statement from Bhashya of Shankaracharya. He says, there could be a person who might have Sarva Shastra with. He may know this Shastra, that Shastra, so many Shastra. He may be Sarva Shastra with. But if that person is not coming from Sampradaya, Murkhavatyajya, that person should be, should be abandoned or should not be taken as your Guru or Acharya. Why? Because Sampradaya puts many hidden meanings to the Shastra. Many things, it's not what is written, what it means are different. This can be only known through the Sampradaya, through the lineage, through the tradition. So, that's very strong. So here I also see Sampradaya Kartribhyah Namaha. Prostrations to all those great masters who established a tradition of Brahma Vidya. From Guru to Shishya, then Shishya becomes Guru to next Shishya. Like that it comes on, coming on and on and on. Still, exist. After thousands and thousands of years, with all kinds of changes, all kinds of, calamities which happen to our Sanatana Dharma, still, what happens? This Parampara. See how strong this Parampara is. Otherwise, in this 2021, with so much of things are happening, see, still we are here. Hearing, listening, doing manana of that is the power of this Sampradaya. Nobody can destroy it. That's why, so always when you study, be very, feel so much of gratitude in our heart, because, see, we are not just studying some philosophy. We are actually becoming the part of a Parampara. We belong to him. When we take this vastra for us is the symbol of Shankara. So when you are doing pranam to sannyasins, you are not doing pranam to that person. That person is no one. You are doing pranama to the Parampara, So this cloth represents Shankara. Okay, so that's Sampradaya. So, Namo Brahmadibhyo, Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartribhya. See, Bahuvachana is used, plural is used, not one person, thousands, hundreds, who has established this parampara in different parts of the world, not only in India. In all, everywhere, there were great acharyas. And they had their own paramparas, which are all lost. But not lost forever. Everything will come back. Satyameva jayate na nrutam. You see this. You see the world from where things, all this comes. No, without any, there is no institution, there are nothing. But it all are coming back. So actually, sometimes, when I read different news which is happening in the different parts of the world, so wonderstruck, because how people are getting interested in all these things. I hear that, I have a friend in different parts. So they are not, they are in England, born and brought up. They are, English people. But he is a person who practices every day Agnihotra. How many of us Mahabrahmanas are sitting? How many of us do any Agnihotra? What is Agnihotra itself, we do not know. But there are people in different, corners of the world, they're all doing Agnihotra. See, once I was in Varanasi, I was living in Varanasi with the Bhikshuvrata. So I used to go for begging, Bhiksha, and then I used to eat like that. So one day I was just begging, and then, one person took me, for Bhiksha. And then I went to his house and he gave me Bhiksha. Both of them, they were not born in India, but they live like a Mahabrahmana. Not, they may not, but they are much greater Brahmanas than all those so-called Brahmanas. They live that life. Why? How this is happening? This is the power of Parampara. You cannot kill it. You cannot kill the truth. You cannot cover it for some time. Again, it will come back to life. You see, different parts of the world. Once I was in Vrindavan, I was studying Bhagavad there. One day I felt so ashamed. Why? Because I went for a Vrindavana Parikrama, and it comes in August. So, Parikrama is there, some Vrindavana, some 10-15 kilometers, I think. I was walking with chappal, Parikrama, because that. But I saw that people from Africa, people from, Latin America, people from, Japan, so many places, people are doing Namaskara, Mahaparikrama. Mahaparikrama means they will stand, they will do prostrate, they will get up. And again they will do, from people who has, and we, so-called Hindus and all that. See, this is the power of Parampara, which cannot be destroyed. You can give some money and then you can convert people. But this conversion is not because of anything else. This is the power of truth, Satyam. So such paramparas, Brahmadibhyo, Brahmavidya Sampradaya Kartribhya. Prostration to that great teachers who established a Sampradaya, who lived for it. Such great teachers, prostration. Vamsa Rishibhya, all those rishis. We are not just, just beings. We are all blessed. With all of us, we say, I belongs to this Gotra. Why? I belongs to Vasishta Gotra, I belong to Vishwamitra Gotra, I belongs to Bharadwaja Gotra. How blessed we are. We start, our parampara our lineage starts from that rishi. Great Rajas, Maharajas, they say that he belongs to this Gotra. Great Rishis, Vamsa Rishibhya, all those Rishis. I was lucky to be born in their parampara. Prostration to all those Rishis, Kanda Rishi, Pravara Rishi, all of them, prostrations. Vamsa Rishibhya, Mahadbhya. And there are people, Mahad. They may not be my gurus. They may not be my guru, but if they are leading a pure life, a life filled with truth, a life dedicated to the great cause, a life which is dedicated to Bhagavan, they're all Mahantaha. And my prostrations to everyone, whether they belongs to my Parampara, whether they belong to some other Parampara, no problem. They're all Mahatbhya. No, Vamsarishibhyo, Mahadbhyo, Namo Gurubhya. Prostration to all my gurus. Why? Because they have given me a great, no, they have liberated me. All those gurus, because of them, I understood. What is my understanding? Aham Brahmasmi. I am not a jiva. I am not a being who is born, this day and shall die in this day. No. I am that eternal being. Aham Brahmasmi. I am that supreme truth. I am that supreme Brahman. No, Ajo Nitya Shashwatoyam Purana. No, that Aja Nitya Shashwata Purana Brahma. With no death, with no dukkha, Ananda Rupa, Satchidananda Rupa, Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma, Tadahamasmi. One who gave this great experience, knowledge to me. What else? What can I give? Namaskar. Rukmini was in distress because Rukmini wanted to get married to Krishna. And the family decided to give her to Shishupala, who was arch enemy of Krishna. So then he sent a letter to Krishna with a Brahmana. When Brahmana came back and reported that Krishna is here, he will take care of you. The Rukmini stood there thinking, what can I give to this Brahmana who saved me? Now, what gifts I can give him? He said, anything I give you, it will not be enough to show my gratitude. So I prostrate to you. Prostration is the greatest thing. It's not just some gesture. Prostration is the samarpana of our mind and words and deed. My sharira, my buddhi, my vak is now I offer to you, Bhagavan. What else can I do? Namaskara, Namo Namaha. So, this Guru, they gave us this knowledge, this experience of Aham Brahmasmi. What can I offer you? Who is that Guru? Who is this? Sarva Upaplavarahita. There is no calamities. There is no doubt. Upaplavaha, calamities. Upaplavaha, dukkha. Upaplavaha, doubts. Sarva Upaplavarahitaha. What is Brahman? Brahman is without, devoided of all kinds of calamities, all kinds of doubts, all kinds of impurities. Sarva Upaplavarahitaha. No creation, no sustenance, no Srishti Sthiti Vinashadi Sakala Upaplavarahitaha. Who is beyond all this Srishti, Sthiti and Laya? Prajnana Ghanaha. Homogeneous presence of Prajnana. There is nothing else other than Prajnana. Pratyakartha. One who is present in everything. Pratyak. Whatever we see in this world, artha, the essence of each and every of them. Whatever appears in this universe, what is artha? What is the meaning? What is the essence of all that? That is Brahman. Pratyakartaha, Brahma, ahamasmi. I am that Brahman, and I prostrate to all those gurus who actually showed me this truth. Prostrations to them. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartribhyo Vamsharshibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah Sarvopaplavarhidah Prajnanaghanaha Pratyagartho Brahmaivahamasmi. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.